thing, and that's been the difference every single week, and that's been the theme for us. We just got to make our plays.
Yeah.
So it's disappointing to get that loss.
I mean, 13-10 turned it into 27-13 just like that, right?
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but yeah, we got to be better.
On the play that did you mistime your jump there on that?
Yeah, I jumped too early. I could have taken one more step, went up for it, would have been a pick, but that's football, and I got to be better, and I take full responsibility. That could have changed the game, and it's not good enough, so I'm right back to work on that and make that play another time.
Kelsey in, Kelsey out. He was out for. What is the difference when he's in a game versus not in a game?
You just got to know that's where the quarterback is going to go every time, and he's obviously a difference maker. He made a lot of plays today, and you just got to always know where he's at on the field.
How do you guys stay up now at 1-4 and keep trudging along?
Forget everything that's happened and roll on to next week and continue to get to work. Adversity is hit, and we keep saying that every week, but as far as us working, we're not going to stop, and we're going to keep getting better.
Cam, how frustrating is it to be right there with them and then to see one slip away?
It's frustrating, but we know that right there almost is never enough. So it's kind of like we just got to keep working and keep doing our thing to really make sure that these games don't come close to being right there, because that's never gonna. Last year we were right there and we made plays. This year we're right there and we're not making plays. So we got to figure out how to just continue to move, continue to work hard.
What was your vantage point on this?
Now he's out for a while. Are they a lot different in terms of what they do offensively with in or out, or does it change a lot?
I mean, they stick to their scheme, but he's obviously, he's who he is. So he's, you got to be aware of where he's at and the connection he's got with 15. So.
Harry, it's frustrating to have another game of almost, right? You're hanging there with them, and then just at the end it doesn't. How do you guys deal with that as a team?
Just keep going. Really just starts with us making plays, that's it. And we just got to start making them.
He creates explosive play, and just a great move to start, and then the guy gets his face mask right on the ball. That kind of stuff happens, but the defense, and then they go down and score, and we start down 0-7, and so then it was credit we came back and scored, and then got it rolling from there. But yeah, that's a tough one, but. He's a great player, and I just don't want him to ever get his confidence down from that, because stuff like that happens. It's happened too much on this team, obviously, but you just can't let your confidence get hurt from that, because the move that he made in the beginning to make a guy miss and then be able to create an explosive play, and then it just comes out. You just gotta. He knows what happened. It was just a tough one.
DJ, how did it impact you guys late in the game to not have Justin out there, especially in the hurry up?
Yeah, it always affects you when you don't have 18. His presence on the field takes double teams, takes all that stuff, and then makes plays when his number's called. So always tough to not have him, but I thought BP and not Nikhil and those guys stepped up. And then J.A. had a great game, obviously. Just one of those guys that they double team JJ and they leave him one-on-one. So great, obviously great performance by J.A. and a lot of the guys that stepped up. So listen, everything's in front of us. We've yet to play a divisional game, NFC North game. So we got everything in front of us. We just need to fix some things, and we'll be all right. I think a couple of those. The first one, that branch route. I think Kurt's just getting a little pressure in the backfield. Has to get it out, and I didn't quite have my eyes around yet, and then I see it late and get one hand on it, and then later I think we were just on different pages. I thought he was going to kind of put it high and back, because I felt the backer inside, and then he put it out in front, and it was kind of just like, oh shit, shoot my language. But I think just those things are always tough. The deeper we get into this season, I think the more we'll connect on those and just be on the same page with all that. So.
TJ, you mentioned not being able, have not played a divisional game yet. How important is it then to kind of keep mentally in it that you're almost there, and then, I mean, you're hanging with them pretty well today, just to let
Man, listen, those guys hoisted the Lombardi Trophy last year. I mean, we fought with them every step of the way. We had our opportunities, we just couldn't capitalize. And I think, this team has to have confidence. I mean, because we like I say, we have everything out in front of us. We haven't played an NFC North team, and if we can get a lot of those, I mean, we're right back in the fight. So I mean, that's just the message to this team is, listen, everything's out in front of us. I mean, yeah, we've had a rough start, but this can be temporary, and we just have to make it temporary. So,
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
I think they had the ball that last series, going into half, and then we come out and we lit up 7 points. So I think just playing like that is going to obviously put you in a bad position. I think we had a great first half. We had to come out into that second half and just call it quits. Put ourselves in a position to win that football game. So yeah, things turned fast, but we just kept fighting. It's a long football game. Like you said, it was 17 or 27-10 at one point, 13. 27-13, and we end up,
and then 27-14.
Yeah, and we end up putting ourselves in a position to still tie the football game and go to overtime. So I think just a lot of little things added up, at the wrong time.
Disappointed in that room.
He was just telling us to go out and do what we do. We was bummed he was down, but we all could step up for him, and we'll play a big role for him. So.
Brandon, what did you think of the performance Jordan did?
Oh man, he's great. I love watching him. I talk to him every day. Tell him, he's one of the. He'll be a great receiver in this league one day, and y'all see it out there. He make plays whenever the ball's going his way, so he'll be good.
Brandon, what was the message after that? Like you're hanging there, with the defending champs, but you're just almost again.
Just stop beating ourselves. Once we fix our mistakes, we can hang with any team in this league. So, we get back to practice, get back to work on ball security. That's our main thing, and we'll be fine. So we're not worried.
Football every Sunday. It's any given Sunday, it's anybody's game, and we didn't do enough today to make it ours.
Does it seem like, you guys have a lot of good plays, and there'll be a bad play in there somewhere? It's just like consistency, or there's something just either like you're this close, a lot of possession?
I have to look at tape and see exactly what it is, but definitely frustrating when you feel like you are doing everything that you need to do to be in a position, and then there's just certain plays out there that's just needs to be cleaned up. Details need to be executed, fundamentals, and in and out of every snap. And so we just have to take a look at the tape and see where we can improve and continue to try and stack some wins together.
One of those plays
Justin went out. What was that like for the team when you've got a big time player there on the sidelines? How difficult is that, or don't you think about it much?
Sorry, what was your
question?
question?
When Justin went out, how difficult is that to not have him on the field?
It's just next man mentality. We have to understand that everybody's that's on that sideline, everybody that's suited up is ready to go, and those guys stepped up in a big way as well. But yeah, definitely, when one of your best players goes out, you don't want that. But we have to make sure that we continue to fire off and execute on all cylinders.
Take us through the second down drop, Alexander.
What was that?
The drop on the second down.
Just got to catch the ball. Yeah, one of those things. See it last second, couldn't see Kirk, and touched my hand, so I got to catch it.
But you were blinded. You didn't get a full vantage point of it.
No, I saw it last second, but touched my hand, so that's on me.
Alex, another tough sequence too. After that was a delay of game, and then you guys get the non-call. How frustrating is it to be right there and another game of almost?
It's extremely frustrating. It's one of those things you just got to go look at tape and see what we can fix, so we make sure that we're not in that position. Make sure that we can put the game in our hands, not the ref's hands or anything like that.
Yeah, but it looked like Snead took his helmet off.
Yeah. I can't tell you. I definitely thought the flag should have been thrown. It should have been upheld. But hey, they get paid to do their job. We get paid to do ours, and I guess you look back and see. I guess you report it to the league and see if they're wrong, and we'll find out later if they were or if they weren't. But yeah.
Alexander, you had the touchdown and then you had the drop. Like when you go home tonight, I think you're hard on yourself, right? Do you think about the drop more, or how do you process this?
Yeah, most definitely. It's a chance to make a play, a chance to help my team, and I didn't. So definitely one of those things I have to just go back to the drawing board, go back to my fundamentals, and go back and watch film and see what I can do better, see how I can, just envisioning the play, understanding where I can be better at, and making sure that doesn't happen.
Thank you.
They're going to make you pay.
How tough is it? You guys were right there against the defending Super Bowl champions to not come away with a win.
Very tough. It doesn't matter if it was, whoever it was, all these 4 games. Obviously, just super tough that, we're in these games and we just got to find a way to finish them.
You all had so many wins on games like these last year. What was it like this year, kind of seeing the other end of that?
Like I said, just very frustrating. We got to find a way to just, come out on the other side of them like we used to do.
Especially where it comes down to that one sequence where Mattison drops the ball, then a delay of game, and then the non-call. How do you keep the frustrations in check when you can't control what the ref does, but the balance of the game could hang in there?
You just got to control what you can control. That's just kind of been the story of a lot. Control what you can control and, battle back and get ready for the next play.
I think TJ was saying, hey, listen, we haven't played any divisional games yet, so we have to stay focused on that. Is it hard to kind of keep the faith on that, or how do you process that?
No, it's not hard to keep the faith. Like I said, we're a couple games into the season, but we got a long way ahead. We haven't played any divisional games yet. So like I said, like he said, we have to buckle down, get ready for these divisional games, and it's a lot still ahead of us.
Thank you.
I just got to work harder on my part.
And then it looked like Sneak took his helmet off, but...
Yeah, that's all right. Back at it next week.
Do you feel a responsibility, like Justin out, like it is on you to step up and make plays?
Right. So with the receiver room we got, I'm pretty sure that all our guys is starting to think like that right now. So it's going to be a hell of a week of practice. I know we all going to come back ready to work, knowing that jet situation.
I know that KJ was talking about you can only control what you can control. You can't control what the refs do. You can't control anything else, but you're hanging right there with Kansas City. To know that and then go forward and know that you've got some divisional games on the horizon, how much does that mean to this team going forward?
We still took the L, but everybody in this locker room should be confident in the players that we got and what we could do. But now it's time to secure our division, and we're going to do that.
Do you feel like you're personally just scratching the surface on what you can do and what you can show?
Oh, yeah, I'm not even close. I feel like I'm not even close to where I'm going to be. But, I got the best receiver in the room, and I'm just going to keep learning.
How much pride do you take in being able to convert those 4th downs?
What's that?
How much pride do you take in being able to convert those 4th downs?
Oh, I take pride every time the ball comes my way, but 3rd down, 4th down, that's where we get paid at. That's money down, so you just got to tighten up a little bit.